Hey there, it's Colleen from Life on Caterhorse Creek and Caterhorse Creek Vintage. And today I'm going to share with you our 2022 Christmas home tour. I try to keep things a little bit more simple this year, which I say, but then you know what happens. So I'm going to start in the foyer, and we've got the same bench we usually have in the foyer. I love the bench. It's super easy to decorate around, and I like the black. It grounds the space, and you're going to see a lot of the black mixed in with Christmas this year. So we picked up this sled at Brimfield a few years ago. I love it. It's super heavy, very old, and I just kind of leaned it up in the corner here for something different this year. And I got this frame at my antique store, and just simply added some greens to it. I love all the black touches that kind of go together. And I added this printable from Etsy, which I will link below. They have beautiful prints for such great prices. And then you just print them yourself, or you have them printed at Staples and Instant Art. And then I just added a stocking, I think that's from Michael's, and some sleigh bells, which are actually antique sleigh bells. So just kind of simple. And then I did the railing in a little bit of a garland and added some red ribbons to kind of tie it off, where I used the twine to tie it together. And then into the great room, I just added this basket with some red books, and I try to add books wherever I can because they add such color and texture and, you know, that vintage feel that I was looking for. And up on the mantle, I did some chalkboards that I made a few years ago, and I'll link that project and the Christmas home tour that was part of down below as well. But just added some greens and some little pops of red. And the same with the top of the armoire. With some Crocs. And there's the tree, which is filled with ornaments that the kids have made and we've collected on trips and things like that. I think we measured the tree, I think it's 12 feet. And I did this really cute paper. If the paper I chose matches the rest of that shade of red that I love, that darker shade of red. It's got these cute little Santas on it, like vintagey feel. And there is a whole post on this sled, I'll link that below too, where we got it and the story behind it. And then again, I just stuck with that same red. Actually, it looks a little bit brighter in the video now that I look at it. It's a lot more, it's a lot darker in person. And then this shelf was inspired, and a lot of the colors and stuff were inspired by this print that I got at a garage sale. It's got the cutest little train scene, and you can see that little hint of red in there, which is kind of what I kind of built the colors off of. But I love the feel of the vintage pieces mixed together in the books. And I just did something simple on the coffee table. And this cute little Santa I got at a church, like a thrift sale they have every year for Christmas. And I like using things in different ways, like this cute little candle on the door lock. It's kind of fun to add different things like that and use things in different ways. And I'll show you a couple more examples of that. This is our office-ish. And one of my favorite things to decorate is this shelf. This year I flipped the books around. I usually have the books flipped the other way, but I flipped them around this year because I really wanted to focus on using the black accents, and the books just kind of brought it home. But I love like the black and the gold and the accents, little touches of red. Here's one of those things I was talking about, this little pocket watch, using that as decor. And the bowl, so that's one of my favorites. And of course, mini trees. I love they're so simple. You can just put those anywhere and it's got that Christmas feel. I made this little jingle bells art with some scrap paper. And I used a drawer. I just painted this drawer and used it as the base for the Christmas tree. And again, I just tried to pull in the black wherever I could. And up here, the basket with some greens and a little tree, and just kind of pulling all the reds together. And then these little skates. And this room I did a lot less red. I really stuck with white and green in here. This is another example of using something a little bit different. So these are bobbins, and I just tie them together with twine and drop cloth, a little piece of drop cloth, and use them as a vase. There's another one of my little Santas. I think I got that at a garage sale or something too, or a thrift shop. And I made that sign. It's an old cabinet door. I went super simple with the tree this year and just did white lights and some simple white and glass ornaments. It's so pretty in here at night when we're watching TV with just the tree on. And then over here I did the browns. One thing I really like to do, if you notice, is color block. And I used all red books in the great room, and in the other room I used all black books, and here we're using brown. And I love the way the brown and the white look with the green. And just put some simple baskets up top. And we did these, the bottle brush trees with the blocks, the antique blocks. Forgot my little tree on top of the suitcase. And then these trees we did with the blocks, but then put them in doorknobs. How cute is that? And then over here we use the green books. And then the color story kind of started out with these printables I got off from Graphics Fairy. I can link that below too, but with the red and the green and the black. And I put them in these little flower frogs. This Irish little Santa was a gift from my husband. I love the way the colors all go together. And then all of these prints are from Etsy. And I just sent these to Staples and had them printed. I think they were $1, I don't know, maybe $1.50 each or something once I had them printed, and I spent $8, I think, for like 9 pictures. So they're so cute. There's that. Oh, that's terrible to say that. There we go. And then the little sleigh. Yeah, these are super cute. I like this one. Good for a tree. So there's that. I did a lot of layers on here with the, again, color blocking with the green books. And then if you go through the great room, we'll go into the kitchen. And there's the armoire. It is not a nice day here. So here's the kitchen. I tried to stay pretty simple in here. I wish you could smell it. That candle is a cinnamon. It's amazing. And here in the kitchen and dining room, I really try to stick to white dishes as much as possible. Just try to keep it consistent. I just simply added this candle ring to this antique white bowl. Easy to move when we're eating dinner, because we have dinner in here, not in the dining room. And then lots of greens just tucked in. And brown. Cute little DIY snow globe. And then in the dining room, let's get some light. I just used, this is a little blanket that I got out of the Target dollar spot last year, or the year before, I think. This was $5, but instead of using it as a blanket, I just used it as a tablecloth. I got this dough bowl at the Habitat Restore, I think this summer. I love it. It's great for it's been great every holiday since summer and fall. It was beautiful. And I just tucked in some greens and some lights in this candle holder, and it's super simple. And then I didn't really do too much with the hutches. And actually the one on the right, this one it's a secretary, and I just redid that whole thing. I took the top off that had like a big scallopy thing on it and painted it. It kind of goes with the other piece, but I really needed something that would fit in that specific spot, so it's perfect for what I need it for. But I really didn't go too overboard with those. Just tucked some, again with the white dishes, little bottle brush trees here and there. Some greens, little mini trees. And then the nice part about this is just, it's fine for winter. I don't really have to do anything in here, except maybe change out. So instead of the red blanket, I'll do something different, or a runner in green or black or something for winter. And then back into the kitchen. I didn't even put any greens up on top this year. I kept it, like I said, really simple. Tuck some greens in here. And then up here, we just built this plate rack, and I'll share more of that on the blog in the next few weeks, how we did it and things like that. So I love adds a nice little touch at the end of the fridge. And then for over here, I just did, this is the easiest thing to do if you want to add something to the kitchen quickly. This is coffee beans and a candle, and you can change it out for every season. It's super easy. And then I just added a little Santa mugs and a wreath and some greens, and that's about it. And there you go. And you can see how all the colors tie in together from one room to the other. It's important to kind of carry from one room to the other so it's kind of cohesive. So that's that. Another little DIY snow globe. And then the top of the armoire, again, I just did some trees, some baskets for texture. And then back out to the great room. Well, I hope you guys had or found some inspiration today. I wish it was nicer out and it was a little brighter in here. But I hope you found some inspiration, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. Merry Christmas, everybody.